Hello and welcome. My name is Michelle, and this is the first video of my channel. I wanted to share with y'all my garden and give a little bit of an overview about how I got started. Ironically, this started with a letter from the HOA telling me that they no longer liked the weeds I was growing in the front yard. I'm not sure why, because at least they were green, so I didn't really see the problem. But anyway, about that time when I got the letter asking me to fix the front yard, we had been sent home for COVID. We had been sent home to work remotely, and the space I use in my home is right in front of my front yard, and the window I look out of, I can see the landscaping. So I wanted to start to develop something that was nice, and I began investing in plants and just throwing stuff in the ground and seeing what would happen. I also went on YouTube and started watching other gardeners to see what people did, and it just sort of took off from there. The first year I started, I didn't have a lot of plants in the front, I just had a few, and transitioning into the second year, I managed not to kill everything. So I pulled out the things that didn't look quite so good, and I added to that. This past spring, the yard was very beautiful. I had quite a few neighbors telling me that they enjoyed the plants and seeing the things that I had been working on, and I will try to put some photos in so that you could see what the yard looked like earlier in the year. We're currently in winter, so things have started to slow in growth, and because we're in Florida, we don't have the same type of winter as everybody else, so we actually still have some growth to the plants. I have some plants that are still growing at this time. Our temps have been in the 70s and even in the upper or low 80s. But anyway, I started with the front yard, and this past year, in 2021, I expanded to the back. As you'll see, we've recently fenced our backyard, and I'm working on expanding this area. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet. I would love to create some pathways and flower beds, but the gardening look that probably appeals to me the most is a cottage style. So I am trying to figure out how to maybe incorporate that in the back. But I just wanted to share my journey and get started, because I know that there are a lot of people who are probably like I was. I considered myself as somebody who had a black thumb before I started gardening. I don't know that I know that much now, but what I do know is that the most important thing in gardening is to just keep going. You can do everything according to suggestions and things that you see online and literature you get with a plant you purchase or a fertilizer you purchase, but sometimes things just don't thrive the way you think that they should, and so you just have to keep going. One of the most important things I learned this past year was don't be afraid to take something out if you don't love it. I think that was the best piece of advice I saw online. If you don't like something and it's not bringing you joy, then don't feel like you can't replace it with something that does. And another thing I found is that plants are a little more hardy at times than what you think. I was always afraid to prune or to cut back, and in the South, things grow. And so sometimes it's necessary to cut things back, and you just feel like, oh, this plant's never going to recover, but sure enough they do. So it's just been a delight to see things grow and bloom, and I love flowers, I love gardening. It's become very therapeutic for me. this past year has been difficult with my family. I recently lost my father, and gardening was a way to just relieve stress, and it was relaxing, and it was something I could do that I enjoyed. And actually the start of this YouTube channel is in honor of my dad. He was very important to me, and I watched him when I was young always talk about ideas of things that he would like to do, and things that he never did do, but I wanted to do something in his memory, and as a way to honor him and honor his entrepreneurial spirit. So I decided to give this YouTube channel a go. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you for being here on this journey with me. I would love to learn more, and so if you see me do something that you have a tip about, or you know something that you think would benefit, please feel free to comment below. That would be wonderful. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch. God bless.